This is exclusive updates, and so The Rock has finally came clean about his dramatic weight loss. He finally spoke up about it because people were speculating about what's going on with him. He looked unrecognizable, and people wanted to know. A lot of people thought it was for his movie The Smashing Machine that's coming out October 3rd. So I ran and checked out that trailer, and in the trailer, he looked even more ripped than usual. And it turns out that The Rock actually put on 30 pounds for that movie. So in that movie as well, The Rock looks unrecognizable. So in that Smashing Machine, I couldn't even tell that was The Rock. And so this is set to release October 3rd. The movie also stars Emily Blunt, and people are saying it's a dark sports drama that might even earn The Rock a Oscar or maybe a nomination for his acting skills in that movie, where you can't even really tell that's him, and that's pretty strange. But it turns out what I suspected is, yeah, he didn't lose weight for that movie. That wouldn't even make any sense. So The Rock has came clean and admitted that, well, he's saying the reason why he lost weight is not for the movie The Smashing Machine, but instead it's for another movie that's coming up with the same director. So the movie is called Lizard Music. And so this movie, he plays a 70-year-old man. And that man is called the Chicken Man. And he's saying he wants to test himself as an actor. So this movie was pitched to him after The Smashing Machine by the same director, though. And so the director of The Smashing Machine in this upcoming movie, The Lizard Music, is the director that goes by the name Benny Safdie. So Benny Safdie, or however you pronounce it, has said that, yeah, he pitched this movie to The Rock, and The Rock immediately began preparing for the role, even though it hasn't started production yet. And to prepare for the role, I guess it required him to lose a substantial amount of weight. Some are saying 60 pounds, which would be the 30 pounds he put on for The Smashing Machine, plus another 30 of weight loss from his normal weight. So this is the process he's saying he's going for. And who knows how much more skinnier he might have to get for this role, if that's even what he's really doing. I mean, this is what he's saying, because there's been a lot of rumors about The Rock and why he was losing weight. People have been speculating, and the noise was getting pretty loud, and it was some pretty disturbing things people were saying about why he might be losing weight. So The Rock had to come out and speak about this, I guess, because it was the stuff people were saying was, yeah, it's stuff I'm not even going to repeat on this channel. It was some stuff that would kind of almost tarnish his legacy in his career. The stuff people were saying about why he was losing so much weight. So the fans were going wild with that story, and they had to contain it somehow. So this is what The Rock is saying. And, so far, I mean, with there being no production started on this new movie, The Lizard Music, and, with him saying this is about a 70-year-old guy that, he had to lose weight for, I mean, to play the role. I mean, I guess I'll just have to take him for his word on that. I just think that, well, what he's saying, like he said, it's to focus on his acting skills so he doesn't become stuck as this blockbuster action star that he's trying to get out from under. He's saying, like, all the roles that come to him is basically the same role, where they're expecting him to be this action star. And I don't see what's wrong with that, because like I said in my last video, that's your bread and butter. That's what you're known for. That's what people want to come see. So I don't necessarily need to see The Rock flex his acting skills and become this super Oscar worthy actor. I don't even, well, maybe, I guess that's his personal ambition and his personal goals, but I just don't see why you would want to take on such a thing. Because I mean, well, the thing is, The Rock is, I'm hearing he's somewhere around maybe 60 years old or something like that now. So maybe it's not just that. Maybe he's also trying to get off the juice because of what happened to Hulk Hogan. They're saying there's effects from taking that juice. They're saying he might have been on juice this whole time, and that's what people are speculating. And people are saying he probably had to get off that, especially after that Hulk Hogan news. What happened to him? It could have been connected to that juice. I mean, not saying Hulk Hogan was taking juice, but people are suspecting these people like The Rock and Hulk Hogan to be on the juice. And maybe that shook up The Rock when he saw what happened to Hulk Hogan, and maybe that's why he decided to take on this other role. Maybe that was just the perfect excuse for him to stop juicing. And now that he's stopped juicing, he's really doing this transformation where he's all of a sudden, not so large. He's really slimming down dramatically and almost unrecognizable. So maybe it's more than just this role. Maybe his decision to take on this role for this Lizard music movie is a combination of him looking out for his own health, and perhaps it could be for him to flex his acting skills. But I mean, so when I first saw The Rock slim down, I was thinking, like, is this even real? I was almost questioning if this was AI or something. But then the reports came out that confirmed it. Like, yeah, he really is looking skinny like this. They're saying this footage of The Rock being super skinny now is all legitimate. And now The Rock is confirming that this is legitimate because he's speaking out on it. So, yeah, this is not an AI thing that is going around. This is how The Rock actually looks now. He's actually losing weight, and it's pretty dramatic. And so I just don't really know how healthy that is to keep gaining and losing. Like, to me, it's almost kind of strange because, okay, the Smashing Machine movie, okay, he bulked up. He put on 30 pounds for that role. And so I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it. Maybe he pushed himself too much for that last role, where it might have been something to where, well, if he put on 30 pounds for the Smashing Machine movie where he's playing Mark Kerr, maybe that's what kind of led to this as well. Because it seems like, I mean, so you're going to go from a movie where you're bulked up to where you have to lose weight. That just doesn't make sense. Why would the director pitch a movie like that right after he had you put on 30 pounds? It's like he's playing you like a fiddle at this point. It's like, who is this director to where he's, inspiring you to take on these dramatic changes in your life? Could that be healthy to, like, first you're going to bulk up 30 pounds, now you're going to lose, I don't know how much he's expecting to lose for this new role he's saying where he's playing this guy named the Chicken Man. So it's like, it's kind of strange that, I'm not even sure if I'm buying all this, to tell you the truth. I mean, there might be much more going on behind the scenes than what he's giving. And maybe it is connected to him putting on 30 pounds, where maybe he just pushed himself too hard, where, maybe there was like a scare or something, or some type of warning to where, okay, you just put on 30 pounds for that last movie, the Smashing Machine. Maybe that affected him to where now he has to lose, maybe his doctor or something had recommended that, maybe he does something now, because that might have been too much what he did, putting on that 30 pounds. But whatever it is, it just seems kind of weird that you would take on such dramatic roles where it requires you to lose and gain and lose and gain. I mean, I don't know if that's something that many people would want to take on, even for acting. It just seems to me like a pretty unhealthy thing to do. It's like, to do such dramatic weight swings like that, I just definitely don't see how that's worth the money, or whatever motivation he's saying is to be to be more of an actor where he can take on many roles. But I mean, if you got your thing where you're kind of like this WWE star, this wrestling star, I guess his last appearance where he was bulked up, besides the Smashing Machine movie, was an appearance in February. They're saying he made a wrestling appearance. So they're saying this was kind of the last time people saw The Rock as The Rock, how people are used to seeing him. So ever since then, while he completed the Smashing Machine, and now he's preparing for his next role in the Lizard music movie, well, I guess this is where it stands now. He's saying this is what is going on, and well, I'm looking forward to seeing what type of movie this Lizard Man thing is. I mean, it sounds pretty interesting. Just didn't expect The Rock to be wanting to take on such challenging roles. I didn't think it was very necessary for him to do that. I just, you know, I think he should have just probably just maintained where he was at least. I mean, I don't know, whatever. I guess to each their own. So, but this is the update on The Rock. This is what he's saying. This is all about, because people were speculating and it wasn't sounding too good what people were saying. So this was something people noticed, and they were talking about it, and they were deciding that it wasn't very healthy looking to see The Rock the way he was looking, and The Rock had to come out, and that's what he's saying. He's speaking out now and defending himself and saying, look, all the stuff you guys are saying about him, he's saying isn't true. He's saying this is all about movie roles. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll leave links for you if you want to do more research with me. I'll also leave links to my social media and stuff like that. Let's get over 100 likes on this video. So look, thanks for tuning in. This has been Exclusive Updates, signing off.